How you doing today? I'm Chip. Welcome to my workshop. Today I thought we'd build a simple little spice rack to go on the back of the stove. Um, Now I'm gonna measure mine out. Now everybody's measurements might be different, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut them off about, I'd say, mine is exactly 30 inches. Before I get started, I'm gonna take it over here to the miter saw. I'm gonna cut one side off real quick. Like I said, I'm gonna cut mine at 30 inches. So what you want to do is you want to measure your top of your stove, across the top of your stove, because your measurements might be a little slightly different than mine. So we're going to cut one at 30 inches on the miter saw. Let me turn you around here. You see what I'm doing? And we're going to cut one at 30, and then we're going to cut two at 16 inches. Like I said, just three simple boards, nothing fancy. Make sure you got your safety glasses and your ear protection. Yeah. So we're cut two at 16. Turn you around here. Like I said, I cut two. I got one at 30, two at 16. And that's basically it. That is basically what you need to cut them. And that's it. Let me get my sander here. And I'm gonna sand them down a little bit. And we're gonna cut them. I'm gonna sand them down a little bit. Just sand them down a little, sand block, make it a little easier. Now what I'm using is a 1x4. Got my 2 legs, and I got my shelf. And I got a dowel rod that I'm going to use across the front, and you'll see how that goes as we get along. So what I'm going to do, take my dowel rod, I'm going to put it on here, and I'm going to measure. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it, I'm going to measure over a little bit. Take my little saw, and we're going to cut it off. Now I made it a little longer, and you'll see, and then we'll trim it off here in a second. Now, what I want to do is now what you do is say this is your countertop. You want to measure from the bottom of your countertop to the top of your stove, so it'll sit down on top of it. Like I said, in my case, mine is 11 1/4. So so 11 1/4 on the legs, not the top. I don't know why I did that, but you're like me, you're old, you 11 1/4. Put your line across. Now, I got a couple. Sorry, but I should have been all prepared before I started this. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take some clamps. I'm going to clamp a little spacer blocks so I have something to rest it on. Line it up. Just take your spacer block, line it up at the top of your line, and clamp it down. Just like that. So line up your line, clamp it down. Then get another clamp. Do the same thing. And just like I said, you scrap spacer blocks and that way I can keep it using a spacer block so I can keep it nice and even. We'll get some glue. Let me get something to get this glue cleaned off. Now, I'm going to take my piece like this. Set that one aside for a second. Put a little glue on the end of it. Take it like this. And move my clamps just a little bit, make it a little easier. Now, all I gotta do is take a spacer block, put it in there like that, line it up. Put me a couple 18 gauge brad nails in to hold it. That's one side. Turn it over and do the other side. Simple as that. Same thing. Just set down there, line it up. Got your spacer block. Couple brad nails in it, and the glue will hold it. The brad nails just hold until the glue dries. Just like that. Little nails. And that's your spice rack. Now what I'm gonna do is take this dowel rod and I'm gonna come down, come up a little bit. Probably easier if I drilled them first, but come up about, I'd say, maybe a ½ inch from there. Take a, you take a 3/8 drill bit. I'm gonna take a 3/8 Forstner bit, and we're gonna drill a couple holes. Probably should have done this before I put it together. Made it easier, but we'll be okay. Now I'm gonna go in about a ½ inch, maybe an eyeball. Look at it. Turn this around where you can see it. I'm gonna just barely kiss the edge. Now, make sure I got everything lined up. Make sure it's the same. Okay. The other side, on my mark. Now, my dowel rod in there, like that. We're gonna put a little glue on inside. Just like that. Let me take my saw. Now once the glue hole dries, it'll hold that dowel rod in so it won't come out. There you go. Simple little spice rack. Nothing fancy, real easy to do. Now you can put maybe a little curve on it, put some kind of design. I wouldn't rob some, so just there you go. Simple little spice rack, just like that. You can paint it, stain it. I'm gonna figure out what color my wife wants me to paint it, and then we're gonna paint it. But other than that, you push it slides right down on top of your stove, and you put your spices on there. Simple, easy. Put big ones, little ones, but just like that. I mean, it's simple, easy. Take you less than 10 minutes to do. A couple 1x4s. Dowel rod, like I said, the dowel rod might move a little bit, but once the glue dries, it'll kind of hold it in there. There you go. I used a 3/8 dowel. I got through every side dowel you use. You can use a 1/4 inch, 3/4, whatever dowel you want to use. And there you go. Simple little spice rack. Easy peasy. But now next week, I got some cedar pickets. I'm going to do a couple little projects next week. So I'll try to put one, maybe next weekend I got a couple projects I want to build with the cedar pickets. But other than that, like I said, you can paint it, stain it, whatever you want to do with it. If you got a certain decor in your house that you got color you got in your house, your kitchen, you can paint it that color. You can stain it if you want to stain it. I think I got some paint. I might paint it. Let me see what I got. I got this stained cranberry. I think I might paint it with that. We'll see. But other than that, there you go. A simple little spice rack. Put it above your stove. Like I said, you can cut a little circle out of it maybe, or put some kind of design on it, or but like I said, it's going to slide right down on top of the stove, and my wife can put her spices on it. So there you go. Well, I'm Chip with Taurus Woodworking. Y'all have a good day. Be safe in the workshop, and we'll catch you on the next one.